Hey YouTube, Mr.Iceshard here. Sorry I haven't been uploading or live streaming recently. Kinda got sick, so lost my voice. But today I wanted to talk about the new One Piece movie that's coming out this year in Japan, called One Piece Film Gold. And it's the 13th One Piece movie. Also the third One Piece film movie. Pretty much film meaning, the way I take it, being overseas by Oda himself, the writer Ichiro Oda. Now, me being a huge One Piece fan, even having One Piece Pirate Warriors 3 playing in the background, I want to give my thoughts on the new characters info we got on this film. Also, I'm getting all the information from the articles from Crunchyroll and Anime News Network, also from One Piece podcast website. You guys should check them out if you're a really big fan of One Piece. Listen to their podcast to give awesome insights. Anyway, let's check out the first character. And here we have our first character, Gogo Soto, or Gogo Soto, also known as the Casino King, and his last name meaning treasure, so it's a nice insight. He's the ruler of Grand Tesoro, a giant boat that acts as a pretty much entertainment facility and a casino. It's noteworthy that it's demilitarized zone by the world government. That being said, it's probably because he owns 20% of all berries in the One Piece world. Now that's some deep pockets. Now it might be because he might have some connection to something, I have no idea, or it could just be his devil fruit. And his devil fruit is the gold fruit. Now we don't know much about the gold fruit, but it's most likely a paramecium type, not being a Logia, because gold is not really an element, not sand, ice, or fire. But I do wonder if he could only turn maybe items into gold and not people. I could see that, definitely. But you do see Paul Hancock turning people to stone, so there's that. But I am interested to seeing how he uses his powers against his other Straw Hats, so that would be pretty fun to watch. The only time you saw Luffy face against I don't want to say gold enemy, but I guess Luffy had to deal with that, is when he faced against an arrow, because an arrow just put a giant ball in his hand, so there's that. Gave him a giant weapon, so let's hope this guy doesn't do the same mistake. But aside from that, I do enjoy his look. It's very, I don't want to say business-esque, I do like the pink, Doflamingo-ish. He does have, the swag with him, like he owns the casino. I am curious about his past, though. Him being a older One Piece character, or age-wise, I should say. He probably does have some history, and since he could influence the world government with his money. So, we never saw that side of One Piece when it comes to business. Obviously, rulers and kings, Doflamingo, or like crocodiles trying to take over a country, but this guy, we have no idea what his motivation is. So it's gonna be kind of surprising. What's it gonna be? And I don't want to throw out theories or anything yet, because I literally know nothing. But his suit, it's really nice. Got the nice line stripes going on his right side. The rose kind of reminiscent of Aki, so it's pretty cool. Other than that, let's go on to the next character. And here we have the second member of Tesoto's group, Baraka, or Baraka. I might be pronouncing that wrong. Please tell me how to pronounce it down in the comments below. It says here she has a classy attitude and is the wielder of the Luck fruit. Now that's kind of interesting to me, because you never seen that power before, the Luck fruit. Honestly, when it comes to people with luck, I thought the first person would have that power. In one of my older theories way back in the day when we first got introduced to Kaido, one of the four emperors, I thought he had the luck fruit just because he survived so many suicides and so many captures by the Navy. But it seems not to be the case, since we have a character here who has the luck fruit. And it says here, upon touch, she gives people luck for better or for worse. So she's most likely gonna change the luck of the Straw Hats crew upon the beginning of the movie, when they first get introduced and stuff, or when they going around the whole island doing casino fun stuff, because you know Straw Hat's gotta have fun, of course. I'm also interested in who is she gonna face in fight wise. It's most likely gonna be Zoro, because usually every One Piece movie, Luffy fights the main antagonist, the main villain, and Sanji and Zoro had their main fights against the lower member crews. Or we might be wrong, because later on we see other characters, so who knows. But then again, we're so used to seeing Zoro and Sanji having their own fight scenes and their own, you know, enemies against. And as a One Piece fan, we already know that Sanji will never hurt or fight a woman, so it's most likely going to be Zoro. And this will probably be like the third time Zoro faced against another enemy who's a female, on top of my head. Second time in movie wise, but and dealing with whole luck. Zoro doesn't really, well, he does believe in luck in some ways, especially at the time when he got that cursed sword and he bet on his arm that it won't cut him, and he won. So it would be interesting to see that fight and what weapon she uses, because honestly, if she does, I have no idea where she's hiding them. But other than that, I do enjoy her look. I have a nice tattoo on the side. It's probably meaning something. We just have no idea. But we do see a star, so that's another thing about these crew members. They have stars around their bodies. So that's kind of an important detail. There's a star right in her belt scarf thing in the middle. And she has moon earrings, which is pretty nice. She also has the white striped line across. We're going to see that also with the other members of Tesoto's group. Other than that, I do enjoy her look, so can't wait to see more of her. And we have the third member of Tesoto's group, Dice, a bulky man who's in charge for the most amazing games at the casino. And it says here he has a special power, but didn't disclose that information, so I guess we have to wait until the movie or until information leaks. I can see why they call him Dice, because he does have, if you see his arms, or his hands I should say, he does have dice brass knuckles, so it's pretty interesting. He has a 3 and a 5. You do see stars around his body, well, mainly on his neck and the belt buckle, and in the back of his shirt and on the side, so there's that, the whole star theme. It's most likely he's going to face against Sanji when it comes to fighting. It'll be interesting if he fights against Frankie, just because you never really see Frankie fight another person unless it's just, you know, the main canon, if you want to say that, or the main story going on right now. But I like to see that change of pace, you know, but it's most likely going to face Sanji, and there's no problem with that. I do want to see what's his power, you know, him being in charge of all the games, and just like how every crew member is in charge of something at the casino, at the Grand Tesoro. So, other than that, I like his look. He has a white stripe, stars, another crew member, yep. And on to the next one. And the fourth member of Tesoto's group is Mr. Tanaka, in charge of Grand Tesino's security, and is the wielder. Now it says here, and I'm quoting the One Piece podcast article, the Fade fruit. In Japanese, it's called the Nuke fruit. Now, it's kind of, we don't know what it means, like what could he do, but there's a whole like editorial, well, just a small little side note about his devil fruit and the way the translation goes. But in short terms, they just gonna call him the Fade fruit, just because it seems that him being security and all, he needs to go around the casino island quicker, you know, and him being all small, he could probably slip into some, you know, cracks and all that stuff. So, but there's a whole side note of saying, like, is it Melo or is it Neku, or not Neku but Nuku, or I can't really pronounce it right, sorry about that. But yeah, but he is security detail, so he reminds me of one of the Impel Down guards, can't really remember him, but he does have little cat, well, not really, like little horns on his head, so he's probably a member of people or species of people that have horns, like Magellan or Caesar and other people. One of the references, you know, take off his mask most likely. I do wonder who he's gonna face against in the movie. It would be nice to actually see Usopp versus him. I think they'll actually do that, honestly, just because Usopp is like the most if you want to call it, human of the cast. You know, he's just a regular guy compared to the monsters that he's facing. Or you could probably team up with Chopper just because, you know, cute mascot character. Don't know why he has a shirt off, but he does. He has a pistol. Can't really say anything significant other than that he has a star, bow tie, the white stripe. Again, I'm just curious to see what he has under his hat, and at least what it looks like horn-wise. Probably just small horns, if anything. But yeah, other than that, it's a nice change of pace to see another villain character, because it's most likely he will face against one of the Straw Hats. You know, compared to usually when it comes to One Piece movies, you have the main antagonist, the main villain, and then you have two of the crew members of the main antagonist, and it's most likely going to face against Sanji and Zoro. So it's pretty cool. All right, next one. And we have our final member of Tesoto's crew. Here we have Karina. And it says here, this person who's seen arguing in the last issue of Shonen Jump is actually Grand Tessino's singing lady, or singing queen, I should say. So it says here she also has a devil fruit. We don't know what that is. My guess, honestly, is since, again, with all the other crewmates being, you know, Dice has to do something in the games, and Baraka, or probably Baraka, but Baraka, she has to do with luck. Her power has to do something probably with her singing. It's my best guess, just because, you know, you're in a casino, you have entertainment. She's the entertainment, aside from the casino games. But that's my guess. My thing too, she'll probably fight against either Nami, which probably awesome to see. Again, you know, more fights for the Straw Hats against more villain characters. I always like to see that, you know, compared to the monster trio. I do like her look. I'm guessing this is like her when she's singing up on stage look. She has the, you know, the fluff around her red, and then again the red flower that Gil Tessino have, or Guile Tessino, whatever you want to pronounce it. I guess Gimby just, you know, typical of Oda style, you know, really long legs, of course, but do like her little hairstyle in the back. You know, it's not much of a, it's not a bun, but it's don't know how to describe it. But other than that, I do like her look. Again, I do want to know what's her power. My theory is it has probably something to do with her singing abilities, so that would be pretty cool. Top of my head, really, can't be the voice for because we've seen that before, but I don't want to say hypnotize people either. That could be a thing. It could be a paramecium type, you know, hypnotize people, but guarantee you'll probably see something very interesting with her. More to come for sure. But that's pretty much it. I have nothing much to say about her. So other than that, that's it. That's all the crew members. And those are my thoughts on the villain characters for One Piece Film Gold. I'm still excited for it. Can't wait. It's coming out July 23rd, I believe, in Japan. Hopefully we get it by the end of this year by Funimation, if anything. Probably not. My best get will be by summertime next year, if not holiday next year, just because, you know, licensing and all that stuff, you know. And they did take a while to get Film Z and Strong World, but other than that, we still got it, so still super excited. My thoughts, would it be better than Film Z? Honestly, not too sure. Film Z was a really solid One Piece movie and anime movie, in my opinion. Overall, it really satisfies, I believe, the One Piece fans when it comes to great villain character, his motivation, and Luffy, you know, just his motivation too. It wasn't even to save the world, you know. Sorry for the minor spoilers, but and that last scene in the end of Film Z. Other than that, I'm still excited. I do wonder how this is going to integrate into, I guess, canon-wise, because honestly, sometimes when it comes to, you know, anime movies, or even, yeah, pretty much any anime movie, you know, how can it fit? Usually, the way I take it, if it fits well into the canon, it could fit. I personally think Strong World is canon, just because when they were going to that 2-week hiatus, from Thriller Bark to the Red Line, they did say they were sailing for 2 weeks, so honestly, you could just fit in an adventure right there. Film Z, on the other hand, it is my favorite One Piece movie, but it's kind of sketchy how they manga wise, you can't really fit it because when they left Punk Hazard, when they left Fishman Island, they went directly to Punk Hazard. The anime, they always do a filler arc, so 3 episodes. Not always the best, but it's something, for pre-movie, for the kids and stuff like that. With Film Gold, I want to see how they do it and what kind of filler they're gonna do. Other than that, still excited. Can't wait. Again, probably most likely next year, which is fine by me. No rush because Funimation is doing the Paramount War right now. At least they're recording. I know they're still in Impel Down. But those are my thoughts. You guys could just tell me your thoughts on the One Piece Film Gold villains and who are your favorites actually. Mine being Z, honestly, because he was just so good. He was honestly really good. I do like Shiki, but Z was, even though he was just a one movie character, if you want to call it that, he was just really well written. Even for the short time we've seen him. But yeah, we'll be live streaming again. Look out for that. Hopefully I feel better by then. But well, I'm Mr. Iceshard. I talk about anime and video games and anime video games and occasionally anime movies too. So you guys have a good one and peace out.